Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. Today, we're going to be talking about bettas, the history of humans and bettas. And I want to challenge you to something. Go onto Google and look up how long ago were bettas domesticated, or who kept the first betta, or how long have humans kept bettas. There's lots of articles out there on websites, especially in the first 10 or 20 results on Google. But if you look deeper, you'll find that they mention the same 3 or 4 events. They mention that there was a tax by King Rama of Siam, that a guy named Cantor and a guy named Locke imported them first to back to Denmark and then around Europe, and then Carbonari in France bred them, maybe some people in Russia, and then Frank Locke in the United States imported them. And that's about it. Then they leave you hanging. Then you have to really dig and look up sources from local clubs around the world if they kept copies of notes they had of what the bettas looked like they were keeping in the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, to see when different traits entered the hobby and what part of the world those traits made it to when. However, we have brand new science that was just published at the end of 2022, and it is the most comprehensive sequencing of betta genomics that has ever been done. They sequenced over 760 different types of bettas that were domestic. They also sequenced a bunch of the wild bettas, and they compared them. And I would say we're talking about the history of Betta splendens, but that's not correct, it turns out. Betta splendens are just one of the species of 5 that make up our modern day domestic fish in a lot of cases. So we may have as few as 1 or 2 species in rare cases that is a betta. When you think of the kind you'd see at a big box store in a little bowl or glass container with bright color fins of all different colors. However, it turns out that in most cases there's 2, 3, 4, even 5 species hybridized together over 1,000 years. Now, these species don't live near each other in some cases, and in other cases they have never been found hybridized in the wild. So with this and some more information we're going to talk all about in this deep dive, we're going to go over the history of humans and bettas. We're going to look at the primary sources, so the people who were there at the time, and any evidence we have that is usually missed by those Google articles or any of the other videos to date. I am comfortable in saying that this will be the most comprehensive and detailed dive into the history of keeping bettas. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, give it a thumbs up, get a snack, and let's talk about the incredible history of humans and the beautiful betta.